Hello again, my excellent friends.
Here I come to save the day.
Fred, do something! There, Fred.
Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of the January 31st stream of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Mass Effect 2. We internet went down briefly. There was a power flicker. It has been raining all day, so yeah, so you missed part of the thing there. I really need to reposition the modem so I can plug it into my backup power supply. I also need to plug a monitor into it so this way I can see when stuff like that happens. So, yeah, unfortunately, the stream is divided into 2 parts for the archive. So, what you're gonna do? So we get the customary hydration. So, hi, Striker. Start a stream, hydrate. Yep.
There better be damn good reasons for this.
I thought I had control. It's not like I planned this. It was an accident. Seeing David communicate with the Geth, it all seemed harmless.
I saw his memory. He begged you not to do this.
I was desperate.
Thank you, Striker.
The elusive man doesn't broker failure. Any war we fight with the Geth will be bloody. I was asked to find a way to avoid that.
Did anything useful come out of all this?
Yes. Despite the setbacks, we've proven the Geth can be controlled. If my work spares 1 million mothers mourning the loss of 1 million sons, my conscience will rest easy.
Look at him. Your brother would never be the same.
The damage may not be permanent.
Hey, it may not be permanent, he says.
Of his mind.
Cerberus will never leave him alone. Your brother will always be a lab rat.
You're a well cared for lab rat. At least he'd still be alive.
This guy has no morals whatsoever.
So you'll sacrifice your brother's happiness for your own ambition.
Square root of 906.01 equals
30.1. What I've done to David is unethical. If he dies, it's unforgivable. Let me take care of him. Please.
quiet. Please, make it stop.
I've seen enough of your cruelty to know he'll never be free from it here. I'm taking him away.
No, leave him! He's too valuable!
You even think about coming after your brother and this bullet will be waiting for you.
Yeah.
Then we'll see who's valuable.
Where will you take him?
Grissom Academy. They can help special cases like David. Minus the torture. Joker, contact the Academy and let them know we've got someone who needs their help.
Aye, aye, Commander.
The elusive man can fire me if he doesn't like it.
Square root of 912.04 is 30.2. It all seems
There's that zoom in on the eyes. It's like, really? I can't really look to the left here because that's where my monitor is. So I was like, damn, I can't even look away.
seemed harmless. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2. It all seemed harmless.
Also, something fell. Oh, achievement! Yes. Should have popped there for completing Overlord. Or it should have popped by then. Did it pop up?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, there it is. Digital Exorcist. Oh, you know, we talk about long. The Shadow Broker DLC is also lengthy. We can use this. Like, is it because we get Liara as a guest companion? Deal. Now, I would say this: the Omega DLC in Mass Effect 3, I actually considered that to be short, considering all the areas and stuff. Like I could have. That one actually could have been made a lot longer. Yeah, the Leviathan's DLC. It's a bit of back and forth in terms of the traveling. That's it. That's its one drawback.
No messages for you, Commander. That Kasumi is an interesting addition to the crew. I can see why she's good at her work. She never reveals anything meaningful about herself. It's all on the surface. It'll be a challenge getting to know who she really is. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Kelly's hair just looks awful. I liked her with the shorter pixie cut. Let's go down and check on Ken and Gabby.
I hear that Rupert is actually cooking some good meals lately.
Yeah, right. That scunner couldn't serve a good haggis if his life depended on it.
But all haggis tastes like ass anyway.
Aye, but in the right hands, it could taste like mighty fine ass.
So, Donnelly Likes to eat ass. I say that as both of them are looking back at Shepard.
Hey,
What's happening?
you got a lot of questions, don't you?
If I want to talk to you, I will.
Been thinking. We've seen a lot of shit together now, and you're always coming to talk to me. It's just, I'm not really a girls' club kind of person.
Bullshit.
You all right? That's a good place to stop.
It's like, fuck, they couldn't restore that content in the Legendary Edition. Come on. Who wouldn't want to see Jack give Femship a tattoo in Mass Effect 3 Citadel DLC? We just made it back. All right. So let's go here. Trying to get in there. It's like, come on, man. Now, if we get a sign of visa, we'll probe. Or if we...
Launching probe.
all those damn resources, man.
I have detected an anomaly.
Bastard didn't know what hit him. Coming around for a second control.
Launching
Looking for
probe.
survivors. Bastard.
Something on our sensors.
Blue Suns, okay. Let's take Grunt. Let's... go with this pairing. Like, how many characters in Mass Effect 2 have daddy issues? Answer, quite a few. Trying to see if we can combo with Jack and
Get over here!
I can take
On guard! Come on over!
One down. Nothing can stop me. Ah!
all right. There is that mission where it's also on a time limit too. Definition of a stupid. Well, we got the whole thing there. Well, Santiago's dead. We know that much. Because we had to make Zaid happy.
Shield's down.
There he goes. He's gonna fall into the pit. Fall into the pit. Come on, fall into the pit. Damn it. Well, we found another Prothean beacon. They leave these things every damn where, don't they? Does it give us any new information? No, it doesn't. Who's me?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Blue Sun's activity. So the combination, you gotta time like the pulls and stuff.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Yeah, really not much there. Let's boot scoot over here.
Anomaly detected.
General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration
Probe launched.
BW46100034.
Scans have found something. Launching probe. Launching probe.
You look like if you can fill up on the EZO.
Probe away.
Not a surprise.
Probe away.
Like there should be another major spike.
Launching probe.
All right, we take Jacob along because his bland ass, he has a planet-side mission. He gets barrier. And it's mostly mechs, so let's take... You know what, Miranda, this is your fault that we're here anyway. It's like, let's be real. You know, there's no Miranda is just begrudgingly going along on this mission. It's like, oh shit. Wow, it's actually broke 50 degrees for the first time in a while.
I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years. Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 200.
Yeah, been 8 years, huh?
7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Yeah, now he's captain. Now he's 0 officer.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash.
Yes, the crash. Tell us about the crash.
Unspecified impact and sublight drive failure. The Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then...
They fell like a fucking rock, basically.
...% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
Good question.
The emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
Very unlikely. Yeah, this mission is just awful when you start realizing the subject matter. It's like, what did the men on the Hugo Gernsback do?
Expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't know. What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come.
The leader?
Played for so long,
You mean the Hulk's
but
not
still
one of the
have
Hulk's
power.
enemies?
Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Who are you? What was your rank on the Gurn's back?
I can't think. The leader thinks for us and we serve. So we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
They've seen us.
I got it.
There we go. Ha.
Okay, cool. We can actually... You got all up in my face?
Wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Are we sure about that, Jacob? Shepherd Squad, assemble!
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Nothing but women here. How suspicious.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
You heard her. I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the hell?
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Huh.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Charge him up!
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
All right, got the...
Maybe it was just for defense.
Realizing the combo there, just kind of like gotta delay them.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But
You have his face!
You
And you have the personality of plywood!
how to read, but this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
We're waiting.
On your own time. What's in there?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned...
Jacob's eyes closed really weird just there.
Not what I would have done, but they were in a desperate situation.
How long do you stay desperate? The numbers go up from there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Well, let's break it down.
Whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
Shepard, it is as bad as it seems.
Gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
It's looking like he only activated the beacon because the men have come back ready to fight.
He let this happen, and now it's biting him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
Oh, Jacob, have you looked in the mirror lately? Let's face it, Jacob, you kind of wonder why your father would do such a thing. But how about the fact that you didn't even wait for Shepard, if Shepard romances your dumb ass? Brandon is standing right next to the explosion.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The Hunters started fighting back. Gravity's one. Further, huh? He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims. Get over here.
All right, at least we're getting that timing of the combination.
I've got him. Attention left. Get over here.
Routing power.
Come on over. Nice.
Sounds like they're towing the car that got hit by... that car that I heard got hit when I took that first break.
Incoming. I've got him.
Gotcha!
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father. You know, enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
All right, we found some Ezo here. So at least we were able to figure out a right combination of who to use for power combinations. So Jacob and Miranda actually work kind of well together. Hey, look, we found Lee. Lee Everett has been found. Clementine will be very disappointed in you.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor?
Yeah, you are.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that.
This guy's trying to justify it. Lee, how could you? How could you, Lee?
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down.
Did they really?
The case set in,
Did they really settle down?
Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
When the was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples.
Yeah, how
But I was
damn
counting my
basic.
people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
Of course he didn't. Why would he?
He was a smart
Dude's a
kid who was better off
scumbag.
following me.
Look what he did to Clementine. Turned her into a sociopath.
And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Can't say this wouldn't be a hell of a vacation, but you don't get to just walk away after all this time.
You're damn right he doesn't. What happened here, I should vent his head. But he's not even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
I'm pretty sure we can spare the ammo.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm not taking the shot. My father owned his mistakes. He was a different man. A good man.
Now he's a dead man.
You've seen the crazy ones. This won't stop them.
It's not for them, Dad.
Bye, Lee. Well, that's been resolved. We got the achievement.
Alliance ships are inbound to pick up survivors, Commander. We can be long gone by the time they get here.
They get as much as a glimpse, and you're restricted to decaf.
Great, may as well serve it in the air lounge, you hard ass.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob.
He said it wasn't him.
About the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Sure.
So who did?
I did.
Was this supposed to be a favor, or did you just want to see him squirm?
Both.
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Gotta make you wonder, was the elusive man monitoring the situation on that planet? Makes you wonder, don't it?
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know.
Yeah, it requires access to a game that no longer exists.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor's body has some catching up to do, but the man died a long time ago. I've already dealt with that. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
I'm not sure, considering how you end up in Mass Effect 3.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Let's not make a habit of it.
Stack them renegade points. Alrighty.
Thanks for diverting to the Gurns back, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess.
Well, as well you should.
About the relatives, but I'm glad it's done. What do you need?
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
What do you mean he ain't big on forcing these talks? Check in on engineering. Because they're like the two characters you just... Ken and Gabby talking about stuff.
So, Gabby, what do you think of our new Quarian boss?
Hush, she's right over there.
Ah, she can't hear us with her head in that bucket. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful bucket. The whole suit is lovely, quite snug in all the right places.
You know I can hear you.
Huh.
Yeah, even... Yep, she can hear him. Kind of wonder is this how well Tally and Gabby get along and just busting Ken and Donnelly's chops. All right. We're scooting along.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
Okay, so before we continue, I'm going to take me a restroom break. I shall be right back.
To the air! No! You small minded!
Well, she won't be in Dragon Age 5.
something!
I am doing something. Very smart.
There are big guns to keep ships away. We're not outfitted to fight goddamn commandos.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit.
And back.
I have detected an anomaly.
The experimental mechanics facility is under quarantine. For your safety, do not dock with or land in the vicinity of the facility without the proper protocols and authorized.
Scans have found something.
All right, so we will continue on. We managed to pick up some good locations here.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Oh, big Ezo spike.
Probe launched. Probe away.
That's a nice big mountain there. All right. Since we're closing in on another achievement. It's really like it's Tuchanka we want to take Morden and Grunt because the Krogan have like the Thank you, Captain Cylon. Get that hydration in. And he dropped the controller. Some of that ended up on the shirt. It was unfortunate. Instead of Warhammer 4K. Wait, What did I miss here? And it's so easy to lose time here. I'm still at the beginning of the game and I'm hooked. Hey, if you're doing something right, that currently works. Something's going right in that universe. Time distortions are noted.
See anyone else here?
We've been spotted.
Get over here.
Here we go.
There we go, we got it.
Hostile force using non-standard ammunition. Hostile force casualty. Failing.
You're up.
Backup systems engaged. Backup systems engaged.
Nothing's good.
Rerouting power. Rerouting power. Requesting assistance. Excuse me. Backup system. Engaging.
Well, Jacob's dead.
Ready to engage. Excuse me. Hostile sensors have engaged.
There we go.
Backup systems engaged. Rerouting power.
There we go.
Mother, huh?
Through my shield.
All right, more Ezo found. Anything here? Nope. 1. Two. 3. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. All right, so we picked up another achievement. There's a minor screenshot here.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
From Leslie. There's a doctor that knows Jacob. Yeah, don't you feel bad for hurt them? Alrighty. What do you say? Let's knock out the... Go to the furthest system possible. Put these planets in the most unusual places. That's no planet, that's a moon.
Probe away. Launching probe.
In case we need the EZO, we can always bounce back. This is the Van Halen system.
Launching probe.
But which system has the Eddie planet? The migrant fleet. Alright. So, who gets to come along on this one? Since we did not pick up Legion. And bring Garrus along. It's the fleet of migrants.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Yes, everybody, there's only like 2 working showers on this ship.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old
Shepard's eyes are glowing red.
What are the charges against Tali, Captain?
The charge.
And she's pissed.
And the punishment if she is found guilty is exile.
You know me, Captain. You know I never do that.
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Let's deal with that later, Tali. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Hopefully we run into enough enemies.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
If Talizora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Auntie Ron!
Talizora Vas Normandy.
Vas Normandy?
I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
Yes, you did.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not.
There you go, full renegade Shepard, the little tint of the red in between the green iris.
I imagine
Perfect.
Father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora Vasnima. Whatever we must call you legally.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor?
Yes, you, Shepard.
For her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense.
Tally, I'm not a lawyer. Hell, everyone thinks I'm part of Cerberus. Do you really think I can help you?
They're trying to turn the crowd against me. That's why they changed my status to Vast Normandy. This whole trial is a farce.
Complete bullshit, that's what it is.
Do not forget that you have friends as well as enemies. I delayed their attempt to try you in absentia. I convinced them to allow a human into our midst. You still have a chance. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Meanwhile, it's like, why do I have the hots for Tally? Notice that everyone is armed and has arms.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive.
It's amazing how much the guests look like the Quarians.
Us to reach this season. Kill us alive. The accused Talia Zora Vast Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Talia crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Talia's captain, Shepard must stay.
What about the Turian?
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vast Normandy, your crew member Talia Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
I shouldn't have to. When Tally helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves.
Damn right.
Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Well said, Shepard. None of us should forget Tally's contributions to the fleet.
Tally, you're accused of bringing active Geth to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tally have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything.
Yeah, that's a strong difference in terms.
How Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What?
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
I thought Quarians valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tally in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tali should have been informed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
Define honorable.
My father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
You think Tally's helping the Geth? Maybe killing a few dozen will prove her loyalty.
We do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangers...
Yeah, but that's not treason if it's carelessness.
You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father,
who is prepared to be charged with treason?
We don't know for certain that he's dead. I just
No, he should have been charged with treason. Trump and every one of his followers, every one of his supporters, anyone who voted for him.
We can talk with the admirals.
Twice.
It might help us.
Well, actually 3 times.
But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Loyalty to the fleet is a...
Hey, Vitor!
How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well.
He's having a hard time of it.
Just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Riga. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
He's skittish.
But I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Each and every one of them.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know.
Well, that Volus did in Mass Effect
it's only
1.
Because of your help that I've come this far.
Admiral Zen.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
I, however, do intend to bribe you.
We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed.
Yeah, Tali was definitely with me. Tali was there.
Political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active
Tali was also very cold-blooded in the fight against the Geth.
Reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rail to
when you think about it, Garrus is...
But if his
active
Geth, perhaps we have ideas.
Jacob's loyalty mission is much shorter than everyone else's.
If we don't find Rail alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance.
They don't have like the major dialogue or big character moments.
Destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rail agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rail should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
Sassy Tali is sassy.
With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked, but it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
Some
What is
taken.
the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed, if he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No,
Better AIs.
Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
You like getting the conversation in. How Rieger.
Tali Zora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said.
What we got is the plot from Mass Effect 5.
That way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Carl.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haestrom.
And your opinion?
Geralt are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy.
Yeah.
It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the
Again, it's such a major plot point on there that does not get picked up on in Mass Effect 3.
Star, our chances in war even
So,
worse
and
than
it'll
I
make such an interesting thing that, yeah, there's an even greater threat out there
Massive time and
than the
resources to
Reapers.
affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, ma'am. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But
Yeah, not now, but again, this would actually make a great plot point for Mass Effect 5.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haestrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
Bombardment.
You have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
Yes,
No,
most will.
Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals. Tali Zora and her father are out of control. This is on their heads.
Alright, speak to Auntie Rond and the captain from the Quib,
You set me up, Shaw.
which is a great name of the ship.
Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the
Tally's
shock in your
pissed.
voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
At least someone here's looking out for Tali. Will retaking the Alarai really help her case?
It would do
Tali's
something.
ready desire to correct mistakes she may have made will make up for a lot of lost ground. But more importantly, you may find evidence of what happened. With luck, it will exonerate Tali from any wrongdoing.
I'm supposed to care about that now? All I want to do is find father.
You should get to
Take
the
a shot
Allies
every
soon.
time she says
Is there anything
father.
else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
He was.
He knew nothing
Or
until the
at first.
Allies sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tally's family?
Enough.
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tally was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tally from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
What kind of trouble? Bubble. I mean bubble.
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tally's life.
It's difficult.
He wasn't around.
I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That
Yeah, she
didn't leave him
did.
A lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tally and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tally.
Everything. All the data, all the records.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
Yeah, just a bit of infighting.
His presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war?
Yeah, 300 years. Why didn't they think about
I know the migrant fleet is
colonizing?
But even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
I didn't expect...
Tally.
You get so much lore on this mission.
Moran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father.
Take a shot.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangerel Vasnima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Corris, though, Tally's in good hands.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
More or less.
Giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tally bringing back equipment.
Yeah, we noticed that.
Did you? Tally's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know father wanted to...
And we also are making up for the interruption due to the internet going down.
We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
Could have colonized.
We need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
You and Tally's father go back a long
Could
way,
have, like, colonized.
Served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
More or
Our
less.
ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation."
Yes, they
He
can.
took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tally?
The one you didn't recognize, Tally, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research.
One or the other.
Admiral Corus is the same whining soup wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Chorus's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
Very personal.
Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Can you tell me anything about the other?
All right, we speak to this one, then go to Chorus.
We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face.
Surprised it didn't blow up the ship.
Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tally. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai.
When you think about it,
Thanks for the information.
BioWare framed a lot of the conversation shots in like a way where it's like a sitcom would. Very limited movements and
Judging by your ability to
just
play
like
for a
to get the
crowd,
camera
you
angles
might
at
have done
different
Tali a favor
different
by
spots, but
stripping
you
Vas
don't see a
Nima
lot of
from her
movement
name.
there.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkorus Vasquibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have
We gotta ask about the name.
dishonored our fleet.
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
I was like the fact that Tally has that reaction of, oh dear God.
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction.
That's just weird. It's like people driving by with their music blasting that loud where I can actually hear the lyrics clearly through a brick wall.
We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rail Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than
Yep,
find a new
which
colony
comes
and
into play into Mass Effect 3.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our
Too bad that option isn't really available beforehand.
All done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali.
Bullshit!
Your father's plans for war were wrong.
Okay, let's kick the ass of some Geth. Let's try to keep an eye out for anything.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Talizora's guilt.
If Talizora is stuck with a human captain, at least it's...
Talizora Vas Nima.
Yeah, Shepard is elegant.
Sorry, I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
Geth.
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Incoming.
Scratch one!
Combat drone away.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Yep, it's always those security protocols that take way too long, isn't it? What was the purple? What's over here?
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to
Hey, it had to be
working
intact.
order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other
Thank you, Captain Cylon.
technology the Geth had developed themselves. Signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
She used UPS.
Packages at secure drops in civilized areas.
No, wait a
Someone on
second.
pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For
UVS.
valuable
Ask what
finds,
Volus
with
can
no
do for
home,
you.
Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason.
Yeah, my question is like, how many pockets are on those suits? I see at least,
Hundreds of the ships in our fleet
let's say at least 6 around the armband.
Space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
There's a little of column A and a little column B, Tally.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many get their networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Just barely saw it there.
This should come in handy.
Look out!
What a time to access this.
We locked down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're running through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
One down. One down.
We got in there. Get an ammo clip. One of my favorite things about doing Tally's loyalty mission is the fact that that you get to shout down the Admiralty board as a renegade.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth.
Yeah, we did.
Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was
As
all
opposed
this?
to
You
what?
promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
You'll reclaim your homeworld someday, Tali. If your father can't help you...
Yeah, but as long as I don't screw up something royally in Massive between now and
We'd have to cannibalize our fleet.
the priority Rannoch in Mass Effect 3.
Generations of gene therapy to readapt our immune system so we could live without suits again. We'd be adapting our entire culture. Again. Sometimes I wonder if it's actually worth it.
If you don't take back your home, the Geth win.
I won't let that happen. Not today. Not ever. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Oh, out of curiosity, where we are on the Shepardometer? Yeah, pretty good there. You're shooting at us from where? Oh. Over there from an angle is like, wait, where am I being shot from?
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld.
There's a Quarian on the floor.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to...
Hey, come here.
Oh.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
What sort of message? He was secretly a Prothean.
Thanks, Dad.
you don't know how he would have ended that message.
Oh, yes, she does.
Yes. I do. Come on. Let's finish this.
All that for 1,500? Oh shit.
Locked hostile. Look sharp.
Enemy combat range.
You know when it's Friday because that means I can sleep in Saturday morning? Well, most of the time. Yep. And also, it's Mass Effect Fridays, too. There's an added little benefit.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed.
We didn't miss any Geth.
It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online? Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
Yeah, they should have.
We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
He should have.
Time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material. Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback.
Too late for that.
Tali, out of this. Assemble new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Your father was deliberately networking the Geth to Sapiens to do weapons tests.
That breaks our most sacred laws. Laws that predate our flight from the homeworld. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but when this comes up in the trial, we can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We're not gonna decide anything here.
Yeah, don't worry, Tali. I'll find a way to bullshit our way through this.
This hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Back to the flotilla.
We need to face facts.
There's a desire for Saturday sleep-ins.
There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
It's only been a few hours.
Shepard was right. Springing the information about Rael on Tali, we practically dared her to take back the Alarai. We killed her.
A pity Shepard's vast Normandy is a better speaker than a soldier. I recommend posthumously exiling Tali.
Boy, they're already exiling Tali.
Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
And Shepard is pissed over that.
Sorry we're late.
Sassy Tali.
You didn't waste much time declaring us dead. Go get your ship.
Yeah, go get your shit, man.
Shepard. Your success in taking back the Alarai is very unexpected.
But also very welcome.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Tali's achievements are the only evidence you should need. Come on, Tali. We're leaving.
What?
This is a formal proceeding.
Wrong, Admiral. This is a sham. You're trying to build sympathy for the Geth to forestall the war effort.
That is completely...
And you want all the messy experiments covered up so you can throw your fleet at the Geth.
I...
Do whatever you want with your toy ships, but leave my crew out of your political bullshit.
Yeah!
No new evidence. You can accept Tali's word, or you can exile the woman who saved the Citadel from the Geth.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment?
Again, that's the right answer. Shepard just bullying people.
Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
With all due respect, Admiral, I didn't represent one of your people. I represented one of mine.
So you did, Shepard.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Oh, like a religious ceremony there.
I believe you pulled that off. What you said. It's been a while since anyone shouted down the Admiralty Board. I think it was good for them. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Tali, about what your father said. What he did.
Yeah, that's what it says. I don't think Mark Muir could actually deliver that line with as much gusto, though, as
I got you.
Jennifer Hale.
Boss Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
This is valuable.
Okay, let's
I knew they wouldn't exile Tali Zora.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rael Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
The Geth aren't going away, Admiral. The best hope for your people is to retake your homeworld.
I would argue that the best hope for our people is not to be destroyed in a senseless war. But I fear I am in the minority.
Yeah, he is, because guess what Mass Effect 3 is, Admiral? It's a senseless war. War! What is it good for? You know, it's funny he says all the stuff about war, and the Helsing Ultimate Bridge episode that we watched last Sunday ended with the big war speech. No, no class wars, no race wars, and absolutely no code wars.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Tali, is there anything the Admiral should know?
We found a lot of dead bodies, Admiral. Including my father's, that's all. Whatever research they were doing was destroyed.
I'll take your word for it, Tali. Not that I have much choice. Fight well, and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
The Admirals thought they were hobbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard.
They were hobbling us. We just bullshit.
You didn't mention survivors.
We just did what needed to be done there.
Tali, I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
He did leave a message. Rail used his last words to give Tali orders. That's all that mattered to him.
I know how that might seem, but the fleet's safety was the gift Rael wanted to give to his daughter.
I never asked for that. It wasn't the gift I wanted.
I know, but it's the only one he could give. Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you.
And look at it this way, Tali. You get to be an admiral. You get one hell of a promotion, and technically you outrank Shepard.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
Damn, Shepard. Been a while since I saw anyone rail at the Admirals like that. Guess they can't court-martial you, though. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Oh, yeah.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less.
If the Asari are behind it.
What's your take on the war? Are the Admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the Admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard. Ma'am.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Admiral Zen.
Speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zora's research on the Alarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. In any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
I hope you reclaim your...
Admiral Zen! Hi!
Only that you succeed.
Thank you, Commander.
I wouldn't think that you would have liked her, or would figure that you would like Admiral Ron instead, but...
The RRI was a good start, but there are lots more get out there that need killing.
I knew they wouldn't exile Tali Zora.
Congratulations, Tali Zora. I was
I
skeptical.
mean, they're both badasses, and I like them both, but...
Thank you, Captain. I'm just glad that this is over.
You'll always have a place on the Raya, whenever you decide to come home. Good luck out there.
Talia Zora has been cleared of all charges. Treason! Alright. So we'll pop over here. Any upgrades? We can use this. And we'll go down and talk to Tally. I guess next Friday we'll probably do Arrival first.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
I'm saying we can't talk to Gabby first.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were
Tally
the
needs to
only
go
one
on
there.
shore leave.
The
I
only
suggest
cover I had against
3
that
weeks at
storm.
Omega.
Thank you.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant.
That wasn't
We're a very
unpleasant?
social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
Alrighty. Your killing intent is ever present. Like, ooh, I actually should have put that over to there. Oh well. Alright, so we now have 50% of the trophies for Mass Effect 2 on this playthrough. Like Digital Exorcist, so like 2 loyalty missions and 1 in the DLCs. So that leaves confront the Shadow Broker. Wait, where's Arrival on this? Wait. There is not a trophy for doing Arrival. That's funny. Huh. So it is a Shadow Broker, fully upgraded weapon, warp the barriers 25, incinerate. All right. I do want to check to see if I can warp barriers. Because you can do a lot of the warping of the barriers on. Take Miranda on Miranda's loyalty mission, because you got Eclipse there, and you have also on Samara's recruit and Thane recruitment as well, I believe. So like Miranda kind of has to go along on all of those because she's the only one that has warp. Let's see where we're at there. That's Legion. I can get the grunt loyalty. Gain the loyalty of the professor. Alright, so incinerate the armor. That requires 21. I might respect the powers to actually make that easier. And warp the barriers. Alright, so might as well just resave it up here in Shepard's quarters. So yes, this stream went long, but we did get interrupted with the internet outage, and we got a lot done this evening. We got a good chunk stuff done. Why? It's only 2 hours. Yeah, the 2 hours before that. Actually, because OBS did not go... We're missing out on another two. No, they were there. No, seriously, my OBS counter, because OBS did not fully disconnect and recognize like there was a connection issue to Twitch. So it did not go down all the way. So it actually counters at 4 hours, 22 minutes. And you know what? As I said, we might just use this bottle going forward. Emptied. All right, so like I said, we might use that going forward, although on longer. Properly hydrated. Yep. So let's see. Who shall we raid this evening? Think. Think we'll drop in on Anonymous. They're doing Path of Exile things. So we'll get stuff there for the raid message. Alrighty. So tomorrow night, we're back to Persona 5. Starting at 5 o'clock Eastern. As we build towards the Madarame's palace. With luck, we'll be able to get all of at least get like the complete run to get to the to find the treasure location tomorrow, depending on the pacing, of course. So with that said, thank you very much, Captain Cylon, Striker, everybody else who's lurking and so forth. Tighten your friendship races. Stay safe. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow for Persona 5. See ya!